Casper 2 temps up on their lap, and that is going to take them provisional pole with a 30.8. Skiz in P2 with a 30.9. CJM rounding the final corner. Still a lot to burn, and gets the provisional pole with a 30.7. Will Pool Diver have anything to say about it? No, they're invalid. 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights. And it's lights out, and away we go. Casper looks like they get a very good run. And looks like they will be challenging for the lead into turn 1. And they are going to go side by side, and it looks like Casper will manage to hold on. They might go side by side through the S's here. And they do. And Casper just about manages to sneak ahead with a great start. And Raven's round, yeah, down to 18th. I didn't see that, but look, might have been contact. Everyone on... Oh, FGE Callum starting on hards. That's a very interesting strat. Looked like the Stake was going to go for the move there. Oh, and they did actually. They faked it into then actually going for it. And they are burning quite a lot, but so is Pool Diver. So it looks like these two will go side by side into the next corner. And actually, Pool Diver's diving on the McLarens, on both of the McLarens, down the inside, and he's up to P2. What an unbelievable move. But now he's going to try and hold it round the outside with CJM just about managing to stick it. And they're still going to go side by side. And it looks like Focus is going to try and get involved, but CJM holds third and Pool Diver manages to hold second. I think Focus is going to go for it. Oh, no, he doesn't. Oh, yes, he does. Up the inside of Skiz. And Focus up onto the podium position now. Focus is definitely a driver we need to watch out for. Goes for a lot of crazy sends. This one pays off. And Pool Diver is going to look for it on Casper. And it hits him! What a terrible move over onto the line. And that has completely ruined Casper's race.
Yeah, the boom made a send down the straight.
Oh my days. And Mafio is riding Power Twan. And now makes a send down the inside. I don't know if you saw that as well. That looked like lag. But Brian Evans and...
Jojo around. And FIFA's at the same time. What's happened there?
Oh my days. And that was a very interesting lunge from Jojo. But now it looks like Casper's going to go for it round the outside. Will he look for the switchback potentially? No, he's going to try and hold on to the outside with the better traction. And now they're still going to be side by side. And there's also other cars going side by side ahead of them. Let's look at that. As Matthew May makes the move. And now looks like Jojo makes the move as well. Oh, I thought I lost game sound there, but I didn't actually. So yeah, CJM in the net race lead, but has a 3-second time penalty. And if we look, that will take them all the way behind Brian Evans, I believe. So definitely not the best for them. Now Focus going up the inside, and CJM is going to try and hold on to it actually. But Focus holds on to it unless CJM has anything they can say about it. But no, they don't as Skiz makes an interesting lunge up the inside. Who will have the better traction? The Bird on the new hards or Skiz on old mediums? And it will be the Bird who manages to hold on to that P4. Oh, and Brian Evans and the Bird and Pool Diver side by side, and that is a very interesting lunge from Pool Diver. I think they might make it stick. Actually, no, they won't, as the Bird has the better traction on the inside, and that is going to allow Skiz to maybe look for it, but decides to stay behind, obviously, as it is a very difficult corner to overtake at. I made one on a Mercedes yesterday, but we don't talk about it. And interestingly, Pool Diver up the inside at the final corner. Now looks for the outside, but now Skiz up the inside, and there are moves coming out of absolutely nowhere. But Pool Diver with the better traction manages to hold on. Mafia will go for it as well. We'll have to see. No, it decides to sit back, and that's a Haas of Kibster looking for the inside line at that corner, and now that will turn into the outside. They are going to try and hold on to it on the outside, but can't get it as the inside line is a little bit quicker. All they need to do is get past with the DRS. Skiz is also going to burn. Let's go on board with them. They are obviously not close enough, so we'll go on board with Focus actually. As Focus now goes up the inside, and that is the move for the net race lead. But Brian Evans also up the inside of CJM. Will Pool Diver look for any last ditch moves? Doesn't look like it. As Power Twan got disqualified for not using the correct tyre compound. But I believe they were in AI, so that means that their AI didn't pit. That is odd. But anyway, Focus rounds the final corner to win the C.O.T.A sprint. Pool Diver in second, but they're going to drop down because of penalties. Skiz in second. Brian Evans takes third. Let's see if there's any moves. Doesn't look like it. So yeah, that's going to end the sprint race. Brian Evans taking the last podium position on the sprint. The bird who could have won ends off in fourth. As it's 5 red lights, and it's lights out, and away we go. Focus with a brilliant start. Into P1, and Brian Evans manages to get P2 up the inside of Skiz there. Not too sure how, but how Skiz managed to get waffling. Anyway, Pool Diver into fourth, and yeah, a lot of people on hards, a lot of people on mediums.
Oh Jesus Christ! And Casper's taking out again. Soon, Raven.
Oh, Raven and Casper both out.
Both
at the back. Anyway, Brian Evans is going to sit behind that teammate. Skiz isn't going to say anything about that, but the bird is. The bird up the inside of CJM. And looks like CJM will try and hold on to it to remain both McLarens in front of him, but a little dive up the inside is gonna allow them to remain side by side. But I think he's gonna look for the switchback. Doesn't actually, but yeah, CJ manages to hold on to position with some very lovely defense. Well, we'll maintain this, but actually, will the bird look for it on CJM again? No, it doesn't. Fakes them out. But there's Skiz up the inside, and Brian Evans now ghosting, so will... Oh, alright, well, he gets back up the inside, and now the McLaren's going side by side. And CJM allows Skiz through. Well, I don't know about allows. It looks like they were battling there. Maybe no team orders just yet, and it looks like the bird is going to go around the outside. What a move! Will they manage to stick it side by side? Yes, they do. What is going on? What an unbelievable move from the bird. And Skiz now will look for the inside on Brian Evans, who... Oh, and the bird are going for it on both of them. The bird has been pulling off some crazy moves this race, and he will manage to stick it. He's still round the outside. Oh, and he gets pushed into him by his own teammate. And what a crazy race this has been. And Brian Evans is up the inside of both of them. And now around the outside, he'll try to stick it. Will they go side by side at the fast right-hander? No, they won't. Brian Evans up into P5. Sorry I'm shouting, guys, but this race is unreal. But doesn't, and stays behind. But Side Effects will dive it up the inside. And he is past, but will CJM look to hold on to it? Yes, he does. Down the inside at the next corner. Side Effects in second. And now around the left-hander. And he manages to get ahead of him. What a move from Side Effects. Started to get a bit worse. And that is a dive up the inside from CJM. Looked like it was going to be on 2, but just the 1 for now. And is back up into P6. Fetch is probably going to enjoy these highlights. And Callum and FIFA's side by side through the left-hander. And FIFA's looks like they'll hold on to it, but no, they won't, as FG Callum manages to get past. Will they look for the switchback? No, not just yet. Or will they potentially even go 3 wide into this next corner? That is 2 of them up the inside. And actually, even CJM gets past. All of them up the inside. That's 3 cars all up the inside of Focus on that DRS straight. The Bird maintains P2 now.
That's rain now. Raining now.
Is it?
Yeah.
I don't see any drops on my screen. Huh.
I've got water streaks all across my screen.
Oh, damn. Alright, so this might change up the race. Oh, yeah, I saw it, actually. Yeah, I just saw it. As it is now officially raining. But let's see who will stay out and who will box. Pool Diver is in the pits. I think that might be a little bit too early.
Yeah,
I don't think C.O.T.A is really a track that the rain comes down heavy, but we'll have to wait and see. And CJM round the outside of the Bird.
It's definitely getting slippy now.
Yeah, can tell from the amount of traction they're getting. Will that be a switchback? I think that was the Bird on their own, actually. I don't think that was CJM's fault. They may have given them a slight tap, but it was definitely the Bird with a snap. But oh my days, I thought Side Effects was going to go for it. Focus with a penalty. And I think people start to box now, yeah. As CJM goes in, the Bird goes in, but Side Effects stays out. Mafio in. Pool Diver, let's see where they come out. Let's go on board with them. As they come around the final corner, well, will they be in comparison to everyone? They were about 1.6 seconds ahead. They are ahead again. But how... Oh my... That is a mega undercut from Pool Diver. 5.1 seconds! Oh my days, he made the right call. Oh, as DRS is now disabled. So yeah, it looks like they are going to dive up the inside. And CJM, what an unbelievable traction he got round the outside. And he's going to hold on to that, I believe. Unless the Bird has anything to say about that. Yes, they do. With the battery, they're getting pushed all the way to the inside. But now will get it. And will be ahead. Unless CJM wants the switch back. Looks like they're going to go for it. Not even burning anything. And now a double switch back. Will this be an unbelievable move from CJM? It's a terrible camera angle, but yeah, the Bird coming out ahead as Matthew May retires, and that is a safety car, and Raven must be absolutely hitting himself right now, as that would have put them right back in the race. Pool Diver still not going. Will they catch the Bird lacking? Oh, they went, but it wasn't really a great safety car restart. Will the Bird manage to get them down into turn 1? No, they don't. So could have gone worse for Pool Diver, to be fair. Let's see if their pace on the wets is as good as their pace on the dries. As it looks like Focus is going to look for it on CJM up the inside. What a move. He may have got a track limit warning there, I'm not sure. It looked like he may have just about gone over track limits. Oh, and that's a dive up the inside from Mafia. And they do manage to hold on. Skiz maybe thinks they have a little bit more pace in the bag than the Ferrari. Will they go for it? Casper taking the defensive line. But maybe Skiz will have the better traction round the outside. And it looks like they will. Both of them burning. So Skiz will have the outside, Casper will have the inside, and there's a dive from Casper. And they're still going to be side by side, but Skiz manages to get past. And now it looks like Jojo's going to dive it up the inside of Casper. And Casper struggling a little bit now as he looks for it back up the inside of Jojo. And Jojo gets past, but now his teammate FG Callum is going to look up the inside of Casper. And Casper now down 3 positions since that safety car restart. To be honest, it's actually not unrealistic to say it's that Focus can still win this race. Oh, did I just see Kipster spin? Yes, I did. And Focus now up the inside. And as we've seen already, the outside will be better, so surely the bird will have the better traction, or will Focus himself be able to defy that? It actually looks like he might have, as he's had a pretty good exit. The bird does manage to get in ahead though, and Focus will be up the inside. Actually, no, he won't. Pool Diver's going to put him under pressure. But Focus has a better exit. And now Pool Diver up the inside still. And they're still side by side, and Focus has tapped Pool Diver there. And it looks like, yeah, that is maybe going to be a pen. We'll have to wait and see after the race. FIFA's up, yeah, into P13, and Kipster's on wets.
Yeah,
is this a sign of things to come? And he got a 10-second for crossing. Oh, there's someone spinning there. That's FG Callum. Yeah, Kipster got a 10-sec for crossing the pit exit white line. Oh, and now Skiz up the inside of Pool Diver. Will he manage to hold on to it around the outside? Has a bit of a snap and almost comes off into JB. That would have been interesting. But wait, was CJM ahead or was JB ahead? Because now JB will get up into P8. And it looks like FG Callum out of nowhere trying to get it on CJM glass. Will he have the better grip around the outside? I think he might. It looks like they're still going to be side by side. No, they're not. Yeah. Oh, and White Josh goes wide, and FG Callum takes that as an opportunity to go down the inside with a great opportunistic move. No one. Oh, I knew it. Callum up the inside with a very late move, and it would have been a great move, but they have a snap. And now will White Josh go for the move round the outside on this straight, and it looks like they might even get the move on Pool Diver potentially, who moves very aggressively towards the line.
Ooh,
just out of the podium position. Oh, and Callum up the inside of CJM. That's a great move as the bird rounds the final corner and wins the Circuit of the Americas Grand Prix, and Focus just misses out on the podium as it is an Alpine 1-2. Brian Evans in third. Focus with the 3-second time penalty dropping down just behind the podium positions. Skiz manages to sneak back up to P5. That's going to be huge for their championship. As Noah in 6th, Paul Diver in 7th, JB in 8th, Casper manages to get back up to 9th, which isn't terrible considering where they were. CJM in P10, Side Effects in P11, Callum in P12, Jojo in P13, FIFA's in P14, Kibster in P15, Matthew May in P16, and Raven in P17. The last 4 with DNFs.